Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate. From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. The Bossical Scorpion, Asdana Wolverine, and the Huntington Winged Snake. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. In such a location, only one fate awaits that little child. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now, this story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them.
That is not Star Rail music.
And that he had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy.
Lowell grinning squinting face.
After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate them. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may, or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot? I look forward to everyone's decisions. It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox, not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream, should he be apprehended. Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequence. As to your choice, I once again offer mine. And the story this time. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started...
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing the...
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue.
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song. And was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets showed.
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harm. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, likewise, I prepared one last question, one last choice, because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of... I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise. I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way. How sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. Because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this when one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of human... Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are... During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing these... It is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just... From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest, Miss Firefly. You who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory. But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as for why life slumbers, it is because we are afraid to awaken. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of you.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity, but unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not perhaps in your mind. You also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel dorm...
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure...
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place... Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil—
Alright, but there are doors all over the place. Which—
I guess... I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door?
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the and the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So...
This could be a case of amnesia. But don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't— Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore—
Yeah, then let's check out the rooms.
Mikhail, that's the name? Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know—
I'm sorry, I don't know much about the Watchmaker.
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last... So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville? From the room.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew. Just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one they follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best.
Sailors? Can Origami—
Could you tell us more about the Compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville. And
huh? Oh, that weird.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
seems a precious jewel every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves. It feels as though...
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah. I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say, despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, he often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side. And the difficulties at sea didn't seem...
You know, I quite understand such things. Hey, don't tease! I was...
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown.
Yeah. While Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass back then. I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream...
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life. Could this be some sort of metaphor?
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep... Perhaps I'll remember more.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No. We should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
This is it. I remember this corridor. Up ahead is... Grandpa's study. It was in that room that I saw him last time.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! Here!
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along.
A train?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But...
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when...
Hey, the shape seems...
Looks like we're just one step. no match for me.
This is it. This is while I've spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage. Walter gave me this workshop here. I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness for precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions. I was...
So, this building in the dream bubble?
Yes, but not this dream bubble itself is my own.
Looks like...
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned the clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right?
Looks like everyone in the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by...
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the...
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait.
That's the answer, March 7. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but... And the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best from... How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha? Or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker
Unfortunately, that legendary figure. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. Friend of Clonky. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it. And that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. If I may apologize, the stellar part is real. As for my will, I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose now that you're well aware of the current situation in Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For all I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and my hat too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there...
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to... Now go! Board that train and start your journey!
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to...
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor...
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will...
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
when he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former Nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now.
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great...
Oh, come on! Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron...
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos.
So...
desperate. Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha!
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it.
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those...
Yes, but what I didn't mention was... there's
Hi.
a funny misunderstanding behind... I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories.
Hello.
It was when I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's what...
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy, and the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. Traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No. I'll stay here. And then... this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never...
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? Misha? You're acting weird today. if you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape, but don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation, whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Please stay tuned.
We need a set.
Time to test our rapport. Let's improvise.
Ready for another?
How's this taste?
Great teamwork. Still the same old. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck! No one misses the Marastruck! Rhythm get messed up?
Rice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Commencing support.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose. We make the same choices.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Fest?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, in all fairness.
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy, and genuinely I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Yeah, you're right. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction. So if all—
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessor. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight. The desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting—
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave, because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The most terrible form?
the true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I...
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again?
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your... I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, my feet against death.
May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history. And the Everflame Mansion will take its place. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. People die. And I am no exception. We have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end, if I were to die now, I would only be a weapon, though its definition escapes me. Isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved on the tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription Glamoth's. It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the...
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The Nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, yeah. Not just those Nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots... Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but... If longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer. To the imperfect.
It's warm here. You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain.
I was just following the scent of life. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit, it becomes extremely spicy. Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it lit, the flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost...
Well, congratulations on adding another. By the way...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavilis.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well,
condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile.
That's proof that you're grieving for...
Or perhaps I'm just...
afraid.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this...
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire, a blooming flower, the berries in this cape. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water.
When will this rain?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the paradises under the influence of the Harmony. Half an Amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after...
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the...
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths. But somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But if the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason...
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazerond, the propagation, brought endless havoc. 2 paths lost their eons in that war. The propagation and the order. Coincident...
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insector.
Holy forgaroni! So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
Holy whoop-a-boo. Now, this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Asdana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allah?
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... They're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. An IPC starship. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the Chosen?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival. In our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order.
Is this?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the Harmony.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same...
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,000...
I shall ascend to the heavens.
Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still...
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet. No. Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely empty. Let's explore around.
Looks good. Stay in step.
Told you I could fight.
The mood is set just right.
Let the show begin! Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up! This battle is unavoidable.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Please stay tuned.
Yikes! They scared the life out of me!
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire...
feels off.
There's no other grand theater in the dreamscape.
So Sunday's messing with us? He said we'd have a final showdown on the...
My apologies for the delay, March 7th. I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play. History is a mirror reflecting the within it. Naturally. Let us commence with the dawning of the... After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into picks, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That marked the second day.
No match for me.
Good.
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it? Where are we now?
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's Inner World. This act is named Ode to Prisoner. Given the atmosphere,
I thought things were finally looking up as I managed to dodge prison during my recent trailblazing expeditions. But now...
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still in front. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison. In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanun ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence.
That is not Star Rail music. NPM. Lol grinning squinting face. Hi. Hello.
It must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation.
Thank you for staying here, honorable travelers. However,
The 3 nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile. as Dana was engulfed in war. This time, the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than living for it. As you can see, their sentences have long ended, and the IPC guards have long been expelled. Yet, these prisoners remain in freedom permeates every corner, except fragile souls.
Prisoners, this is my order. Learn the essence of freedom.
Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assisted completion.
This song's for you.
Keep up! You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Tough luck running into me!
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up! You can't run! This battle is unavoidable.
Stay in step.
My turn! There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Take your positions.
Let's rock. You'll pay. Lend me your strength.
Stay in step.
My turn. Here. Lend me your strength.
This song's...
Let's rock.
No one can restrain you anymore. You are free.
Thus concludes the first act. Amidst a raging war, the frontier prison headed toward...
This must be how Penacony was constructed. With the aid of outsiders, the prisoners were... However, it appears that some...
This show is a bit too... literary for my taste. But the battle part is quite... These puppets... Where are they guiding us this time?
transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream.
How are you liking HSR so far?
Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the third and fourth days.
Looks good.
It keeps getting better. I'm enjoying it a lot. Grinning face.
Please stay tuned.
Glad to hear it. Hopefully you enjoy what's coming up. Mind if I send you a friend invite? Sure, that's fine.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin! Stay in step. Dreams do come true. Take your positions.
Told you I could fight. You!
Pretty good crowd today.
This battle is unavoidable.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
My turn! Here! Turn it up! You can't run! Try that again!
Did you pull for Finon?
There's always a weakness.
do come true.
Tough luck running into me!
No, I'm saving all my pulls for Saber next week. I see.
Please stay tuned.
It would be better to pull for one of the supports. Phenom needs some decent investment to shine. Or Saber/Fate units. Pull for Triggy. She is best support in game.
Look! Another frame!
Ode to Fool. This must be the second act.
The surroundings are different from before. The stage decorations look a bit tidier now.
I'm not doing any pulls until Saber grinning squinting face. The Fates Day is the whole reason I started playing this game, lol. Then I will go for others that I owe.
The ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages. Tree, grass,
I sent friend invite, feel free to use my units.
beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never
Smart,
truly
pull for who you like.
land of the exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form.
Good luck with your pulls. Yeah, and thanks, I will use them, D.
So that's how it works.
The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness, and ascended as the new family head. Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict.
No match for me.
Accountant! We are the pillars of this mansion!
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered...
You'll pay for this.
The mood is set just. Let the show begin! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Take your positions.
My turn! Here!
This song's for you.
This battle is unavoidable.
Ready to let's rock.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. This song's for you. Keep up!
You can't run!
Take your positions.
Tough luck running into me! You'll pay for this.
The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head.
No match for me. Is that all?
Only when Gopher Wood led the family to Land of the Exiles and earned recognition from all 5 major lineages did Penacony earn its new name, the Land of the Dreams.
outsider.
You want us?
I wish they could regain their reason and...
This is the second act. Looks like it's about Penacony's journey to becoming the land of the dreams.
But this new master seems like a bad guy to me. Don't you?
Perhaps this is the truth Sunday is trying to express. If you...
Looks like we've gotta help those guys kneeling down over there.
Either I shall be my own master, or I shall return to my form. Without a master, who can grant me?
Master is no longer here. I thought I'd be free, but I'm not. Master is no longer here.
Once, I stood as the most loyal guard among all the soldiers. My former master has long departed, but...
Master! Oh, you will return in due course.
Master, now that you have gone...
Is that all? In the absence of my master, I'm free. I shall sing for my new master, just as their noble voice once resonated.
Thank you, dear outsider. Heed me, one and all. Your former master shall not return. Cast aside the veils of...
Get ready. Looks like another fight is about to be...
The sky trembles, and the earth teeters on the brink of the edge of the silver
Notice that just let the show begin.
My turn! Keep up! Try that again!
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Tough luck running into me! Here! Let's rock! You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. Trunks. My turn! Phew! Here! This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Pretty good crap.
Let's rock!
Stay in step.
Lend me your strength. Tough luck running into me.
Let's improvise. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Lend me your strength.
Still the same old.
Let's rock.
There's always a weakness.
Take your positions.
You'll pay for this.
Songs for
Let's rock.
Alas, they remain but slaves till the very end. Thus concludes the second act. Amidst an illusory harmony.
This is how Penacony fell under the family's control. Since the arrival of the Harmony, the land of the exile.
This guy really loves dramatic scenes. Bet he comes from a whole lineage of stage performers.
They used the planetary rings to establish the law, forging a code of conduct among the masses. A grand lyre with black and white keys served as an instrument, while symbols of articulation and numerical notation took the form of musical notes. The downward flowing river became a melody, and the canon of law dictated the form. Thus, all mortals found their unique place within this symphony. That marked the 5th and 6th days.
This guy's really into these puppets. Oh, I get it now. The last scene is all about singing the praises of the old.
And the atmosphere here is completely...
This is the concluding act of this play. I have showcased the past and... This is the concluding act of this play. I have showcased the past and present of Penacony, hoping that my desire for change resonates within you. And now, I shall reveal its future to you.
good.
The people lack force. We will make choices on their behalf and bear the responsibility. We shall support one another, protecting the weak and standing against the mighty. And so it shall continue, even after the king's departure. We no longer have to flee, for we have become kings of all things.
story and have a fight here just like we did in the previous acts?
Perhaps we'll need to complete the story ourselves. Just like we...
So, do you think their mind needs tinkering or something?
Farewell, former king.
We no longer have need for a king, for we have become kings of all things.
How did it go? You can't change them? What does that mean?
My apologies for my negligence. I forgot to inform you that the final part...
Let our previous king recount it to you. Now it is time for the final one.
Prepare for battle. Looks like we'll have to fight again.
Searching for the infinite sky like a burst towards the future with measures.
Time to change tactics.
No need to remember or seek for the contours of my mind. Experience.
Keep up! You can't run!
Dreams do come true.
Here! Try that again! You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. Lend me your strength. Let's rock.
Let's improvise.
Pretty good crowd today.
Stay in step.
The mood is set.
Let the show begin.
My turn. Here. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
This song's for you.
Let's rock. Tough luck running into me. You. Lend me your strength.
Pretty good crowd today.
Here.
I'll catch up.
You can't run. Lend me your strength.
This song's for you.
Let's rock. Here. You'll pay.
Take your positions.
Let's rock. Told you I could fight. This battle is unavoidable.
Stay in step.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. You're annoying! My turn!
Take your positions.
Lend me your strength. Let's rock!
In the hushed expanse of a nocturnal reverie, I leave faint traces behind. No need to remember what is mine shall wane, while you shall transcend.
This is the final scene. It's much more straightforward. He wants to expel the Let's Go. Once this stage play concludes, it'll be time for the main event.
Please stay tuned.
Show your courage.
They imbued the world with meaning, perfecting all things in the heavens and on earth. Yet, all beings cried out to Enna. Under the banner of the Order, you have defined all things in the cosmos. But this made us realize that we are but puppets in your hand. Thus, on that day, all beings united and cast the Eon into the abyss of oblivion.
This Grand Theater looks totally different.
Everyone, get ready. This...
That marked the seventh day. Cheers and chants reverberated in the hills.
Look, there he is!
That concludes everything related to the Order. What are your reflections on this, my dear? Nevertheless, this is but a trivial blip in the annals of galactic history. What truly matters is the course this river shall take in the days to come. You've arrived at the perfect moment. The Charmony Festival is about to commence, and it would be a shame if you were absent for the harmonies. Allow me to extend my warmest welcome once more. Welcome to Penacony Grand Theater, the very core of the sweet dream, the abode of the Stellaron, the grand stage of the Charmony Festival, and the very place where the future of Penacony shall be determined. Your unwavering faith in the Trailblaze is truly, and true goodness can only be achieved through faith.
Allow me to point out that falling into a permanent slumber is not happiness. especially when those people are driven by someone else's will in their sleep.
Do you still believe that the Order only seeks to control the universe as their puppet, Himeko?
No matter how perfect your vision of paradise may be, a cage remains a cage.
People will never achieve true happiness in a world like that. They would just be toys for the Eon.
It seems you have misunderstood my intentions. Allow me to clarify. My desire is not to resurrect a fallen Eon, or become one myself. My sole objective is to create a paradise free from Eons, where the Order ensures the dignity and happiness of all humanity. A paradise exclusive to us human beings.
That's not the case. If people are to live with dignity, there must be nothing and no one above them. In your so-called paradise, you would be the one reigning supreme.
Looks like we won't be able to convince each other. Now that our conflict has been destined, let's unveil. However, before the prelude to the future begins, please take a moment to... Is darkness equal to daylight? Are sinners equal to the righteous? If you are born weak, which god should you turn to for solace?
Time to change tactics.
Raise mine. Under the banner. Have to find all things in the cosmos.
To guard and defend. Crush them. Lose yourself.
Or rock with it!
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
The mood is set just
Let the show begin!
Lend me your strength.
Turn it up! Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Told you I could fight. You can't run! This battle is unavoidable.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Try that again.
Take your positions.
You can't run! My turn!
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up!
Still singing.
There's always a weakness.
Dreams do come true.
Tough luck running into me! Here! Try that! Again!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
This song's for you. Turn it up! That's it. Rhythm get messed up?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
The mood is set just.
Let the show begin!
There's always a weakness. unavoidable. Lend me your strength. Turn it up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Still the same old.
My turn! Troublesome. Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up. Told you I could fight.
That's it. This song's for you.
Turn it up.
Rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true.
You'll pay for this. You're annoying.
Take your positions.
Lend me your strength.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! You're annoying! Tough luck running into me! Here!
Still the same old.
This battle is unavoidable.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
My turn! Not bad. Try that again. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move! You'll pay for this.
I already know your decision.
I now permit you to gaze into the sun.
On these 107,336 stones, the almighty and powerful springs of harmony are at my disposal. Supreme
Left.
harmonious choir, Dominicus! Lost souls, come and meet your master.
The embodiment of the harmony? So the true purpose of the Charming Festival is to usurp it?
A decisive moment in the battle. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Let's play our own melody. Let the show begin!
to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
This battle is unavoidable. Tough luck running into me! You! Feeling like there's another world in front of my eyes.
It's the power of tuning. Don't let the song distract you.
Let's try. You'll pay for this.
Keep up with me. Wake up.
That's it?
Let's play our own melody. Let the show begin.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Look to me!
Here!
Song's for you.
There's always a weakness.
Disorderly noise!
Trump, you can't run!
Listen up!
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Disorderly noise!
Turn it up!
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Dan Heng?
Radiant spirits, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt! Are you alright? Kind of. It was general in any case, since you remember what happened just now. Well, that's put my mind. It's a long story. Simply put, Dan Heng used the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath when we were in the middle of a fierce battle, and summoned the General to help us and then we returned to reality. Look, this is your room. Everyone else has also returned from the dreamscape. Himeko and the rest are at the lobby discussing matters with the General. And now that you're awake, we should tell the crew that you're alright. Come with me.
Not going to come chat with me, sleepyhead.
That voice. Is that Black Swan?
Hey, where are you going?
Hey, we meet again,
What's Miss Black?
Nothing, Miss March. I noticed she was awake and wanted to check. Though the strike from the General was timely, its destruction was also immense. When emanators collide, ordinary people inevitably suffer. But, luckily for them, the dreamscape is my home turf. Thankfully, I managed—
Oh, so that's what happened!
Don't mention it. After all, I wouldn't want to see such precious memories vanish. You're heading to see your
Of course not. But you're not planning on doing something—
Why would you think that? I've never harbored any ill intentions. Well,
Himeko and Mr. Yang are probably still busy. Let's go look for Don Hung first.
Seems the older I get, the harder it is to
Look, he's still talking to that cowboy.
You're awake. How do you...
Well, fork me. You must be that Stellaron they were talking about.
allow me to introduce him to you. During our pursuit of a certain person, we crossed paths and just so happened to uncover a shop, which is why we sought you out, to help the Astro...
No need for thanks. The Galaxy Ranger's principle is correct every injustice one sees. That's how you lot of us should put it, right, Don Hung?
More or less.
Wait, hold on a sec. This is the first time I'm hearing about this certain person. Who are you?
Don Hung, do you remember? No, that ain't it. I just can't seem to recall.
What?
Heck. Forget about it. If it slipped all our minds, reckon that person was just a minor scoundrel. Unimportant. Ain't gonna stop us from...
Yes, when the dust settles, I'll just think of a way to recall it in the memory. Everyone, let's hurry up and look for Miss Himiko, shall we? She's now a minor star on Penacony, and the entire hotel's concerned about her well-being.
You're right. Let's head to the lobby then. Look, they're with the...
That's all right. In these times of conflict, for the sake of utmost safety, it is only right that the Alliance steps forward to mediate on behalf of the Astral Express. Furthermore, despite the IPC's eagerness for success, it prioritizes peace above all. And the family, trapped though it may be, professes a desire for harmony. The Alliance has always won people over with reason. I firmly believe both parties can indeed put aside their differences and come to a peaceful agreement.
The General possesses a deep understanding of the greater good, with the Cienjo Alliance mediating.
You flatter me. But ultimately, it's been all down to the Express. Without your efforts, this sweet dream paradise would have been claimed by the last remnants of order before there was even a shot at peace. Well, would you look at that? Here comes the big hero. If it isn't the galactic baseballer. A hero with unparalleled insight.
Are you okay? I heard you couldn't wake up. Are you feeling unwell?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang. There's nothing wrong with her. She practically burned through a lifetime's worth of jokes on the way. What about you, Mr. Yang? I heard that even Miss Robin wasn't spared. And that guy locked you both up.
It's a long story. He used an ability called tuning to connect our consciousnesses with his. In other words, he imprisoned us. Thanks to General Jing Yuan's destruction of the Harmonious Choir, we were...
He used that tuning on us, too! Does that mean that we were almost imprisoned as...
I can confidently say now, he was truly after a fair fight with us. Had he wanted, he could have easily...
Speaking of the Oak family head...
It's complicated, but in a nutshell. He's now the former Oak family head. The IPC has named him the key figure in the family's Penacony split, citing a threat to cosmic peace. He must represent the family and answer for the unrest caused. His trial was... The family quickly labeled him and the remnants of the Order as enemies, declaring the turmoil an internal rebellion. This move effectively barred the IPC from intervening in family affairs, on both moral and...
Everyone really has their own agenda.
Then, what's going to happen to Miss Robin? She and Sunday won't be able to deny their involvement in the Charmony Festival. Why the sigh, General?
I can only say that this incident is an unexpected mess for the girl. The Alliance will try to persuade the family to consider this its time, everyone. The IPC's key members and I have agreed to consult one another before the upcoming negotiation.
Given the General's invitation and the matter's significance to the universe, the crew will naturally accept. However...
Why, of course you're welcome. They've mentioned that your team is a trusted ally of the IPC in Penacony, so there's no reason not to welcome. Besides, if there can be reliable observers from the Astral Express present, discussions will go more smoothly.
Well...
I'm kind of allergic to those types of situations. I think I'll just head back to...
Not to worry. Himiko and I will take care of things.
I'm afraid I'll also have to return to the Express first. The conductor is worried about me.
Thank you. What about you? Will you join Welt and me? Or have you got other plans?
Good, although I'm not too sure of the reason. The representatives from the IPC have insisted on her presence. The negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone please, follow me.
Mr. Aventurine and Miss Topaz are here too. Oh, and who is that over there?
The intelligent...
It's been a while, my Astral Express friends. I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Lawfu. The presence of everyone here assures that the talks will likely reach a conclusion that satisfies all.
Oh. Looks like everyone has come with expectations. Care to share?
Of course. Topaz, if you please.
Sure. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from the Strategic Investment Department's Council, the absolute majority of members have agreed to the following resolution. In light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department, on behalf of the Interastral Peace Corporation, will permanently relinquish its claim on Penacony's...
Now that's...
Well, if that's what it takes to bring peace to the entire universe, it's a...
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? Then it's our turn. The Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. Ultimately, both parties have agreed to a comprehensive collaboration, offering technical support for the reconstruction of Penacony. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Schoolham. Enlighten us, please.
Organic life's unrelenting surge to understand the realm of inner spirituality is something I both admire and envy. Inorganic life has no mechanism to evoke dreams. But when my mechanical impulses are activated, my inspiration circuits will start to operate, and I will enter a state defined as imagination. Every time, within the realm of imagination, there emerges a fire from the shadows. It is warm, bright. I have frequently pondered this flame might represent the essence of intelligence. A cluster of inspiration ignited by high temperatures. The future direction of the universe. Alas, they are nothing but projections of my thought system to me. Desired, but unattainable. But after learning of Penacony's accomplishments, I have come to realize that the flame is not... After deliberations with my...
Not only that, we've also established contact with the Garden of Recollection. I'm truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony.
Agreed. It's hard to imagine members of the Genius Society taking it. Never mind. At the end of the...
No wonder everyone insisted that she be there.
It heartens me to learn that everyone is willing to put aside their differences for Penacony's plight. I trust that everyone will surely reach consensus in the upcoming negotiations. Looks like Penacony's future is decided. I'm wondering, is there anything else?
Peace is our greatest wish. Beyond that...
Well, that's good. Now that everyone's minds are at ease, I shall take my leave. You may now depart with peace of mind. Be alone.
If that's the case, it appears that we have nothing else to worry about on Penacony. Looks like it's...
Sounds good to me.
You two head back to the Express first. I'll pick up March and deal with the checkout procedure. Oh, also, Miss Black Swan, you have a matter to discuss with me.
Nothing escapes your attention.
You've been with us this whole time, huh? In any case, she and I will be waiting for you in March on the Express. Let's go. Our time on Penacony has come to a fruitful end.
Penacony's journey ends here. I guess it was pretty fruitful. When did the Express become so lively?
Looks like everyone's present. Let the next...
This a meeting to decide our next stop? How we doing this? Michelle...
Hold your horses, cowboy. It's for those to...
Allow me to explain. Mr. Boothill and Miss Black Swan submitted a request to temporarily travel with the... As you all may know, the Astral Express never declines any passenger whose heart yearns for the distant stars. Therefore, they will be traveling with us for a while until they reach their destinations.
Whoa, the Express is going to be much livelier now. But, Miss Black Swan, you better not use your memo keeper...
Understood, Miss March. I promise you...
Don't! You're free...
All right. Now that everyone's met everyone, we can continue our navigation meeting. Firstly, Pom-Pom wishes to thank everyone. If it weren't for you all unearthing the truth about Penacony, what they had to go through was regrettable. But I reckon they all fulfilled their wishes. And it was thanks to all of you. Thank you, Now then, we come to the crux of this navigation meeting. We must decide on the Express's next stop. Let me introduce our current options. The first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka, a planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside there, Of course, it's also the home planet of the venerable, nameless Mikhail. The second choice is the agate world Melustanin, suggested by Welt. It's famed as one of the initial sites of the Stellaron disaster, and the place where the beauty Idrilla ascended. Today, it's celebrated as a planet of undying allure. The third choice is Edostar, a planet nestled within a vast ion storm region, currently under assault by the Antimatter Legion. However, the distress signals from there have recently ceased, prompting the IPC's wish for us to check in on the situation. The last choice, courtesy of Black Swan, is the glass belt Petravia, a massive belt of asteroids that was turned to glass by the Lord Ravager Zephyro. These days, it's apparently known to house one of the branches of the Morning Actors Troupe.
Ooh, so many options. I'm seeing stars already.
Next up, everyone will select the destination that they wish to visit, and then we'll put it to a vote. Black Swan has arranged to meet a
That type of performance isn't really my cup of tea, but
I'm really interested to check out this troupe's performance, but it really sounds like the Edo Star is in a lot of trouble.
March is right. Though the fact that the distressed...
3 votes for the glass belt. Looks like we have a winner. Next stop, the glass... Then this navigation meeting is adjourned. When it's time to make the jump, Pom-Pom will make an announcement.
There's still some time before the jump. What should I do?
How about a chat? Over here.
Nice!